Okay, we want to mute all of our speakers. That's me. All right. Welcome, everybody. We are going to start. We just started recording right now. So hopefully if anybody else joins in afterwards, they'll be able to see it in the recording that we will post and send out to everybody. But I'm going to do a quick introduction, let you know how this Teams works, and then I'm going to pass the baton over to Dina, who you all know, so that she can run the show for Smartsheets. I do have everybody muted. So one, I want to show you the screen, and you'll be able to see here. You have some controls that you're able to see on your end. This second one right here is chat. So hopefully everybody's, if you're in the chat, say hi. Deja's going to be monitoring that and answering any of your questions because I do have you muted. So if you have any questions, just type them right there in your chat box. If we have anybody who calls on the phone, which we'll be able to see on our end, we'll be able to unmute them if they have any questions for that. But hopefully we will answer all your questions here about Smartsheets. And I think that's it, yes. The third icon in up here will show you all the participants. So again, I'm Tricia Zazumbo. I'm the Director of Training here at OCHN. We have a couple other OCHN staff here as well. You guys know Deja, you know Dina. We have Emily here from IT in case we run into any snags and she'll help us. And we have Victoria here who you guys know as well to answer any of the financial questions. So you'll be able to see everybody who is in the meeting. This is where I'm going to mute you all so we don't have any feedback. You also have a settings pane here where you can set up. I have my webcam turned off so that we can share our screen, but you'll be able to look at your own settings here as well. So I think that is enough of what I'm going to do. I am going to turn it over to Dina. I'm going to get it set up for her so she has the email that you all receive for Smartsheets. And Dina, take it away.
All right, thank you. Good morning, everyone. It's a sunny day. It's a perfect day for Smartsheet training. So to get started, I just want to give you a little bit of background on Smartsheet and why we chose to use Smartsheet to collect the attachment D documents. Smartsheet's a software product. It's used by OCHN for collaboration and work management. It allows us to assign tasks and track project progress and share documents. We use it throughout the agency. The rationale for employing the Smartsheets is that they're user-friendly and they allow us to maintain organization and efficiencies while managing hundreds of documents that are submitted by our provider network. Similarly, we're hoping that this will simplify tasks for you guys as well. Instead of having to email or fax scan documents, you can just upload them right into the attachment D Smartsheet. The Smartsheet is HIPAA compliant, so we don't have to worry about uploading personal information. It is all confidential. So to start, the Smartsheet links were sent out to all of our providers back in October. What you're seeing on this screen here is the Smartsheet link that you would have received. This one is for Real Life Living Services. We're borrowing theirs as an example, but this would have had your agency's name, and all you need to do is click that link that says Open in Smartsheet. If for whatever reason you do not have a link, you can contact Deja Tillman, and Deja can send you a link. Deja's email is, and I'm going to give you this now, Tillman D, it's TILLMAND @oaklandchn.org. If you do not currently have a link to the Smartsheet and you're on this webinar, you can just go ahead and submit your email address in the question and answer section, and Deja can send it out to you during this webinar.
She put it in the chat section.
So I'm opening the link. When you open your link, this is what you should see. This is the Smartsheet. to start, right here in red, it says Smartsheet instructions attached. If you click this paperclip, you'll see the instructions. Click the link, and there you go. This will walk you through the Smartsheet. So after this webinar, if you have any questions, you're not sure, you can use this as a reference. Let me close this. Let me find my little arrow. There we go. And I'll close this. Okay, so.
Oh, he said he's unable to see the shared screen. That's Ryan. He's unable to see.
One moment, we have just a little bit of a technical difficulty. We want to make sure everyone can see the screen. We're getting some feedback that not everyone can see it.
Okay, it's on our end. All right, keep going.
All right, so moving on. In the upper left-hand corner of the Smartsheet, you'll see some icons. This first icon is a paperclip. This is for all of your attachments. When you are uploading your FSR, you're going to come into this column and you're going to click this paperclip here. It's going to give you the ability to attach your FSR. You click attach and you can upload it from any one of these places. Most likely you're going to be uploading from your computer. So you click upload from computer, and then you can choose the file that you're uploading. Click open. This happens to be a picture from an event that we had yesterday. But as an example, you can see it's uploaded now, and I'm going to close it. And there it is. It shows up right here. You can see now that the paperclip is in dark black. You can see that it has been attached. The second icon, it looks like a little thought bubble that's right here. This is the comment section. If you want to make a comment, you're going to come down to the item that you want to comment on, and you're going to click add a comment. And then right here, you can add a comment. Sorry, this was late. And then just post your comment. And then again, you can see the icon shows up, so you know that the comment is there. Let me close that. And the third icon is sorry. These are just row action indicators. The icons just show you what's locked. You can lock the rows. These are rows that Deja has locked, so they can't be altered, etc. You probably most likely will not be using the indicators, so you need concern yourself with that. And this column, the next column, is the tasks. So this is the task that you are responsible for. You get your quarterly financial statements, annual independent certified audit, the board membership, etc. Just gonna scroll back up to the top here. To the right of the task column is the OCHN staff assigned. I'm just gonna move over here. This is the individual at OCHN to whom the document goes to. It's the person that's responsible for making sure that this gets turned in and reviewing it. So as you can see, Victoria, she's our finance person. So Victoria is assigned in this column to the financial documents. And as we scroll down, you'll see other individuals assigned to, there's Eddie, there's me. The next column is the provider staff assigned. So these are the folks in your agency that are responsible for submitting the document. This is who we're going to contact if we don't have the document submitted to us. This is a column that you can make changes to. And all you need to do to make changes is you click on the column, you'll get this drop down. And you can, if Deanna Marsh is not your person any longer, you can click here where it says add new and put in a new name and email address. Make sure you enter the email address. Without the email address, we can't contact you. And then once you enter that, you just hit OK. It's going to make me change it. So sorry, I didn't know I was going to need my typing skills today. There we go. And now you can see there I am. Now it's my responsibility. The next column is OCHN review and approved. When this column, it's this little star here, when this star turns gold, that means Victoria has reviewed it and it's good to go. It automatically crosses the item out, so you know there's nothing more that you need to do there. Let me show you another trick. We get this question a lot. So when an item is coming due, the item turns yellow. The April FSR is coming due. It's in yellow. It's alerting you to the fact that you need to turn that in soon. When it is overdue, it turns red. How you get rid of the red? You come over here to this column that says status, and you're going to click on not submitted, hit the drop down, click submitted, and there you go. It removes the highlight. And then this last column is your due date. This is when the item is due. The next FSR is coming due for everyone on May 20th. All right, so I think we covered those. Oh, thank you. And I was just reminded of a very, very important thing. Whenever you make changes to the Smartsheet, you have to click the save icon right here. If you don't click that save icon, when you close it, all your changes are going to be lost. Be sure to click that save icon. Did I cover everything? I think that's everything. And I'm just consulting here with Deja because I think that's everything. I mean, that is really just of using the Smartsheet. If you want to share the Smartsheet with other persons in your agency, for instance, Deja sends you the link, but you're not the only person that's responsible for submitting documents. Here's the share. You can manage all your collaborators. You just click share. And you can enter the email addresses of the persons that you want to share your Smartsheet with. So that is, for the most part, that's it. It's really simple. It's really straightforward. Again, this is why we chose the Smartsheet, because we thought it would be the simplest way to collect information from everyone. If there are any questions about the Smartsheet or any questions about anything that is required in the Smartsheet, I do want to show you two templates. There's only two templates that we require. Everything else that you submit can be in your own format, but the templates,
If you minimize, they should be up.
where did I go to? Here.
We have that template.
We need
And then the other ones.
Yep, the
are
other.
down here. Yeah.
Thank you. Sorry, I'm not the most technologically advanced person, so I'm getting some assistance from Trisha. This is our FSR. This is the FSR template. I think everyone is familiar with this by now. We do require that the monthly financial statements are submitted on this form. And
we have a webinar for that form.
yes, we do have a webinar.
We can.
Oh, never mind. We can if needed. If anyone needs a webinar for this, we can do one in the future. And this is the attachment D ORR form that is required. We get a lot of questions about this, about what information needs to be put onto the ORR form. So the ORR form is only requesting information about new employees. If you've had a new employee hired in the quarter, you just need to demonstrate that they've received their recipient rights training within 30 days of their hire date. You don't have to include employees that are repeating recipient rights training. It's only the new employees. And those are the only two templates. This is just some financial status report information that Victoria put together, and we are going to send this out to the folks on the webinar so that you'll have some additional reference for the FSR. And if there are any questions about any of the templates or the Smartsheet, attachment D, anything at all, we're happy to answer those now.
Do we need to unmute anybody on the phone? No. All right. Well, yeah. All right, well, I think if we have no questions, this might have been one of our easiest webinars. Thank you for letting our first webinar go off sort of without a hitch. I am going to, I don't think we have anybody who's on the phone that we need to unmute. And we're not seeing any questions. So I think we'll end that webinar. We've been recording for I think the whole time. And we will link this probably somewhere on the website, and Deja or Dina will email out a link. So I think that is it, that we can go ahead and end this webinar. Thank you guys very much, and hopefully we'll see you at our next webinar in June. Thank you.